Hola amigos, bienvenidos nuevamente a mi canal y seguimos con el DLC Blood and Wine justo en el momento donde habíamos quedado en el capítulo o la parte anterior. Bien, tenemos que ir al cementerio a reunirnos con un viejo amigo de Geralt que es vampiro. ¿Quién es amigo del vampiro? Valga la redundancia, que anda haciendo los crímenes en la ciudad de Toussaint. Vamos antes de ir a ver qué encontramos por aquí. Vamos a ver cómo está nuestro personaje, que se encuentra en el nivel 39. Tenemos 5 puntos disponibles. Vamos a ver qué podemos mejorar. Vamos a mejorar esto que dice delusión, que el objetivo no se mueva hacia Geralt mientras está lanzando Axia, además aumenta la eficacia de Axia. Esta nos dice, el enemigo objetivo se convierte en aliado durante unos instantes e inflige un 60% más de daño. Vamos a mejorar esta. Si se puede mejorar. Parece que no se puede mejorar más. Vamos a ver qué podemos mejorar. Tolerancia adquirida. Cada fórmula alquímica de nivel 1 o 2 que se prenda aumentará en 1 la toxicidad máxima. Pues vamos a dejarlo así. Vamos a quedarnos con sus 5 puntos de habilidades y ahorrarlos para tratar de adquirir uno más poderoso más adelante. Vamos a seguir. Vamos hacia el cementerio.
Good sirs, we must allow the witcher to fly his prey. Quite the fragrant whiff. What is that?
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
See what it says here? Postage paid. Won't weasel any coin out of me. Now scram.
I knew I should have wiped dirt on that stamp. Bumbotch!
My dear Geralt.
I hope all is well. I imagine you hot on the trail of some nasty monster. Or is it an overly complex curse this time? Oh, Geralt, I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into witcher mutations. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. The tome mentioned a journal interred with the scholar when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. It's smudged in a few places, but I hope it proves useful anyway. Please be careful and come back to me quickly. Your Triss.
A professor who studied witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Bien, estoy viendo algunas misiones secundarias que tengo por hacer que no he hecho. Bien, me centraré más en la historia del juego, del DLC.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Long live our Lady Anna Henrietta, Duquesa.
Drinking's an art, not just any slop you do it.
We've seen the day come when our culture is threatened by the very means of its own cultural reproduction.
Vox la vie. Nice tune. Might be worth looking into.
En este mapa es un mapa totalmente nuevo. Este no era parte del juego original. Como vemos, el DLC desbloqueó esta área. Creo que luego que termine podré hacer las otras misiones secundarias. Por eso voy a centrarme principalmente en seguir las misiones de la historia.
I wonder what the old man is cooking for supper.
Disperse! The exhibition of the original Daubry monument will remain closed until further notice.
Why, we rode an entire day to see it.
Vamos a ver qué tan lejos estamos del cementerio. Estamos bastante lejos, pero no hay ningún tablón de viaje rápido por aquí, así que tendremos que ir directamente.
Tickets remain
Hey,
valid.
ya.
Wait patiently for the exit.
Let's go.
Llegamos.
Go, go. Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet. Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
Vamos a preparar algo de aceite para nuestras espadas. Vamos a ponerlas de bestias. Nuestra espada está en malas condiciones. Vamos a ver si la arreglamos. Ya con eso vamos a ver. Tenemos que encontrar la entrada hacia la guarida de Reyes, pero no sé por dónde será. Por acá no es. Aquí.
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. That's some stench.
No puede ser. Oh, justo cuando ya íbamos a avanzar, íbamos a entrar, nos sale este monstruo por descuidado. Me dejé morir. Bien, continuamos justo donde acabamos de morir. El bicho que nos atacó es muy fuerte, tiene golpes muy potentes y nos hizo mucho daño rápidamente. Tenemos que ver nosotros con qué nos podemos equipar. Ya leí que los insectoides se combaten con aceite para insectoides, obviamente. Aquí está. Y creo que la miel blanca que reduce la toxicidad. Vamos a equiparnos con la miel blanca. Y a ver si podemos enfrentar a este bicho. No. Hace mucho daño su golpe. Falta poco. Se murió. Uf, de verdad que no fue nada fácil. Seguimos. A ver si encontramos por fin a Reyes.
An illusion. Interesting.
Bien, acabamos de encontrar una espada, vamos a ver qué tal esa espada. Requiere nivel 41, o sea que todavía no lo podemos usar porque estamos en 39.
agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires. There's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it. Just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands, the closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snitter of mandrake.
Not really in the mood for your concoctions, especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself. Remember that aspect very well.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is, only those ashamed of the truth seek to conceal it.
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm gonna use this time.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Y tenemos que conseguir la saliva de una criatura que se supone estaba extinta para utilizarla con la mano del vampiro para que nos lleve hasta él. Bien, pero eso lo haremos en la siguiente parte del gameplay del DLC Blood and Wine. Hasta aquí este video, espero les haya gustado y seguimos en la siguiente parte con más de las aventuras de Geralt de Rivia en el DLC Blood and Wine. Hasta luego.